The mantis shrimp has many characteristics that set it apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. Also known by names like prawn killer and thumb splitter, the mantis shrimp has a very violent reputation, and rightly so. It has some of the fastest documented reflexes, with its lethal punch clocking in at 50 miles per hour. These punches, used for hunting and defense, generate imploding bubbles that produce light and boiling water temperatures. They have even been known to shatter glass. Some species of mantis shrimp use fluorescent signals to attract mates or send warnings to enemies. All of these strange features have led scientists to call the mantis shrimp shrimps from Mars, but none of these features are even close to being the mantis shrimp's most remarkable characteristic. The mantis shrimp has the most advanced visual system of any known animal. Its eyes, which are located on stalks that allow them to rotate 70 degrees in any direction, are basically a combination of all of the useful vision systems present in the animal kingdom. Not only can the mantis shrimp see the full spectrum of color that humans can see, it can see an estimated 100,000 colors, 10 times more than we can distinguish. But that's not all. Mantis shrimp can also see ultraviolet and infrared light. This isn't entirely unique. Many birds and insects can see ultraviolet light, and some snakes, fish, and mosquitoes can detect infrared light. If having all of those visual capabilities isn't enough, mantis shrimp can also see polarized light. Again, this isn't entirely unique. Octopi, crabs, and some insects, among other species, can detect polarized light. When it comes to circular polarized light, however, the mantis shrimp stands alone. To give an idea of what mantis shrimp are actually detecting, we should understand polarized light. When photons travel through space, each one oscillates on a linear 2D plane. Light becomes linearly polarized when it refracts or reflects off certain materials, including some in the atmosphere and in water. Animals that can see linearly polarized light can see polarized light patterns that would typically just appear as a glare to human eyes. Essentially, they would have no use for sunglasses because they use what we see as glare as a directional tool. Circular polarized light is a rare form of polarized light that only occurs when linearly polarized light refracts through a material that throws its linear oscillations off kilter, giving the photons a 3D spiral path instead of a linear one. Not only can mantis shrimp perceive this rare form of light, they can actually refract it themselves using a structure on their tails. It works like this. The circular polarized light signaling structure on a shrimp's tail refracts linearly polarized light and converts it into circular polarized light. The circular polarized light passes through specialized cells on the mantis shrimp's photoreceptors. These cells act as quarter wave retarders, which convert the circular polarized light back into linearly polarized light, which the mantis shrimp's photoreceptors can then interpret. It's thought that this functionality helps mantis shrimp communicate in ways that are not detectable by other species, particularly predators. All of these visual functionalities are enabled by the intricate and complex structure of the mantis shrimp's eye. The mantis shrimp has 16 different types of photoreceptors, 12 of which are used for color sensitivity and 4 of which are used for filtering. We have 5 total. Their eyes are divided into 3 parts: the dorsal hemisphere, the midband, and the ventral hemisphere. The hemispheres mostly see forms of objects and motion. The midband is divided into 6 rows. The first 4 are dedicated to detecting color, and the last 2 are used for detecting polarized light with specialized structures called microvilli, which are tiny projections from the rhabdoms, which are the cells that make up photoreceptors. This 3-part organization allows the mantis shrimp to see with 3 distinct parts of each eye. This allows them to have 3D depth perception within each individual eye. With one eye, they can perceive what we would need 2 eyes and a pair of 3D glasses to see. So what exactly does the world look like to a mantis shrimp? There's really no way for us to know since they perceive so many colors and light types that we can't see. Basically, to have a similar experience, we would need ultraviolet and infrared detectors, optical technology better than that which is currently found in Blu-ray DVD players to detect polarized light, sunglasses to remove glare, and 3D glasses to equal the 3 parts of each shrimp eye. Sounds like information overload, right? While we might experience a sensory overload just thinking about all of these visual components, the mantis shrimp has nothing to worry about. Most of the visual information it takes in is analyzed at the receptor level. No need to get its tiny brain involved. Scientists are researching the potential of turning their knowledge of the mantis shrimp eye into new and improved technology developments in the optics field. While we wait for that to happen, maybe we should just be happy that these visually anomalous and violently aggressive shrimps still have the disadvantage of a small stature.